Hey, field agents, the FBI.
Fell off for a minute.
But we're going to do a server now. Try to get back into this. What we have this week is
Gameplay. Was blessed in the battlefield.
amazing. It was the BTC, and then we followed it up with this server war with a really fun group. We were losing all the way into the last 2 hours, but then we had my teammates turned it around, and we came back, and then you and his buddy, they hung out. Well, they didn't run. they let our whole team rally on. So that was you don't find ballsy people like that too much. It was good guys. But let me tell you about the whole thing. Here in the server analysis, we always start with what to expect, where to find. Well, if where to find the people, what to expect, and key players and stats and what to look for. So let's get started with this. If you want to, pause the screen, but I will give you the locations of the bases. Here's the first screen, and here's the second. Sorry about that. Here's the second screen. All right, now let's go do a quick visit, and we'll look at the top 3 alliances in depth, but we'll just touch over. All right, 750. I don't see any paid castles. Delete it. They still up the old shit. I want y'all to see this. You take the days minus 30. About 6 days ago, Evony banned a player on this server. It would have been a farm. It's got a China. You always tell if it's a Japanese or Russia, it was a main player, and if it was a development sub, it was usually one of their farms. So I did find that. So that's a little rough. Right. Just a little. 7. Alright. Looks like it was old maybe the old Shanlon's team that must have merged with another team because all the paid castles are gone. And there's no K40s. So this is an old team that merged together to make a 343, 533. Alright, we do got a K40 here. It's a big farm alliance. I did see real. Alright, so there you go with there. Delete it. I got some reports to go over at the end of this. Something to look for, drop bubbles out. Which they did a pretty good job about not dropping the bubbles. But 794, 497. Hey, a drop. It's a little there. Alright. 5-6, same deal. It's old Shanlon's team that would have merged to get the new super team. 5-6-7, 3-4-5. It's no paid castles, but it's a lot of drops. This is where you would mainly find the shield dropper, if you would find one. 5-8-6, 4-7-6. This is where some of those people merged too. Alright. I like that name. Several big people. Oh, 13. Alright. Yeah, this is one of their major teams. U-Builder. It's manageable though. I like the name of the team. Alright, we're going. Alright. But their heroes have left. But it's still a big alliance. Big team. Alright, I think this is a major team. Yeah. I'll do them last. That Hammer T, he was one of the main players that was active. Alright. 5-3-7, 7-2-0. Pretty solid team. Still, that's a sad shame there. Oh, there we go. There's a rally. This is so. All right, next. All right, on to the. Look at that. Ain't that? All right, this is their server champion, and he's got a YouTube channel too. I want to check him out sometime. Got reports for him that we'll go over after I do this. I like that castle. Alright. Genghis. But he didn't do much. They said, I wasn't online, but they said they went over there and slapped him around a little bit. I wasn't there. We know him. He was active in server. I seen this name on the server. I want to give props to the guy that came over with Hugo, but I don't see his name. Let me see. Master Chief. I'm gonna pause this while I find Master Chief. I was already there. Alright, this guy, he stood up toe to toe. He let us rally him and everything, and he ain't before 15 or 14.5, so big shout out. He was tough. Another guy that let me straight up, and no, not that guy. He didn't like that. Yeah, right here. But if y'all want to see this, I got a whole video about it. It's about I hit 20 minute ground wall. It's an 8-minute video. If y'all want to check it out. But alright, so let's go on to the next part of this. So what to expect is they were held on the temples. They took. I went to do their temples, and they sent Hugo out to get Hugo. He gave me hell on it, and so it wasn't. Some of the stuff he made sure I didn't just get it. I actually ended up abandoning it, and I think somebody else went back and got it. But somebody else on my team took that one. Hugo stopped me from getting these two. I went to get both of them at one time. There was only like 8 hours left, and he stopped me because I did my 1-1-1 defense. The little people, and his busts were high enough that I had to go back to using one. Because when he hit it, I was going there, so I didn't do this too many times. Percents were there, but when you hitting it wasn't enough to counterbalance. Because that right there, I stopped 80%. No, maybe 75% of people. When you full blast it, and you got the buffs to support it. They were fast. They got a fast rally team. A little bit fast. Well, a lot faster than ours, but they was a little bit fast. Got in server chat. It got a little heated. They made it fun. They one of them guys. I didn't get on server chat until the very end of the day, but they burned them up on server chat. I thought it was a little bit funny. Get into the report. I'm gonna pause it until. All right, here's their server champion. Went to hit Lord Hugo. I know that ain't his name, but say it. I don't talk too good. And then 2 ground percents, which is a little weird, but we'll let that go. Fence, and then a lot of ground. Alright, and then for HP.
Lugio, if I'm gonna call me Hugo, Lord Hugo. This is what we're working with. It's got rings of siege for sale.
Mixed with 3 siege. And 3 grounds. I'm mostly done iron curtain. Full battle. Range, mount HP. Alright, and I noticed this on this team. They had another teammate, which I'm going to show y'all that on the next one. They got a thing about doing a 20 wall on the top. But his teammate had a 20 wall on the ground, on the 14 mounts. So he had a big 20 wall on the 15 ground. And then he has little siege. Range and this equal. And then a lot of caps. He got and mount. Which this is really weird for me, but it worked. The point was, you couldn't solo this because of the way the portions are and the volume. Because the best case scenario, you're going to have 800,000 to 1.2 million T15s going into the 10 million 15s on the back. You're going to lose that one by 5 to 7x. And then when you drop down to the 14, it's going to be the same story. Well, it's going to be a 10x to 7x if you do 1.5. You're looking at 6 to 7x on the fail rate. and then it keeps going down. But it's a volume play. And what doesn't make it any better, he had the bus to go behind. He was running at 34. Running at 34 on that ground wall. We got, I'm looking at the wrong report. Alright. That ground tag. So when you go into it, if you don't have enough volume, you can't win. You'll go negative. You'd have to hit him several times and get his troops would have to be down. So you can't do it. Anyway, so it's already established that I couldn't solo them. And my team's rally ability couldn't do it either. We rally out at 35 million. Usually people. And only 3 of them's got. So even then, we're still going to go in. If they sent 15s, we'd go in with that. But, and if you use T11s, you can win. You could, we wouldn't, but the bus wouldn't be there for everybody, just 3 people. You'd win power exchange, but you'd lose the server score exchange because of using the T11s. And because he had that amount, that ground wall there, it's like you couldn't do it. You'd have to hit the person 2, 3, 4 times because he's past the 30 billion part. And it just gets complicated. You got to have a really massive rally size to be able to hit this positive. And we just didn't have it. So he was off the table. So yeah, he kept my 111s. Kept me off. He kept me off. Like I said, he defended the temples. Took the temple from me. I tried to defend the last 15 minutes and I slowed him down, but I couldn't stop him. And we were playing tricks on each other, switching wrong troops with the dragons and all. Sometimes pushing the full marches out. Neither one of us called each other. It was pretty fun exchange out with them. So yeah, he's a skilled Templar. This is that one I told y'all that I got a video for. The quick super ground. They do that 20 wall and then little where it hides behind the wall. See, I took it out, but I was tired and just died. Somebody threw in some rains at the last second, but that didn't really matter. They didn't kill nothing. But the bus didn't look like much. Alright, then we came back. They were right. This is when I first came back. After that, me and my wife went and ate. And we came back. They told me, because we were losing by like 1.5 trillion. I came back and they said, oh, we're up 2 or 3 trillion. I'm like, wow, okay. I'm going to get my thing in it. I still got 2 Senate spots that ain't up because we don't never win. They told me we was going to win. I still needed like 900 million more to get the 2 trillion Senate done to get a point. So I jumped on. Luckily, his whole team, well, not his whole team, but 5 or 6 of his guys was rallying my guys. I jumped on. I seen the rally. I didn't get in time to reinforce anything, but I was able to pop shot one of the people that was joining the rally. He had some range. He had the range for us. I took a siege. Then I didn't know they were going to be so cool and hang out and let us hit them that much. I was wigging out that I wasn't going to get the 2 trillion. So which I didn't do good. 2 trillion points for, like I said, I barely lost this one. And I think I lost one by 30 some, one by 40 some. So I won 10 between the two. And then it was me and several of my teammates, 7 of us. And it was just these 2 guys standing up against 7 dudes. So like I said, they were really fun as hell. Me and him was talking in chat, not during the action, but like immediately after. We're friends. But hey, let's look at it. So yeah, we did range, because I had already didn't heal. And when I Seen he didn't heal, I told him he need to hit him with range. I think he had something else inside of him, but he was switch out and put the ground in. So so this goes through, and look at all these people. Yeah, don't do that. Don't send T12s against Fort Bill player. This person did it too. Alright. So that's what the first one was. And like I said, let's do it like several times. Or 2 times. But it felt like much. Alright, so we took the second one by like 100 points. And this was a siege attack. Let's see. Yeah, he healed back. Yeah. On a and the T11 just, and his reinforcements did well for the guy too. Just scraped them down on the bottom, a little bit off the top. I think they did a decent amount off the top. Alright, and that was it of that. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll try to get back doing this again, just for some non-analysis stuff. Y'all probably done heard this, but I've been late. Y'all know they got this. They got size caps on how much troops you can build now, which I'm sure y'all probably done. I forgot T1's like 2.1 trillion something, and then the numbers get a little bit higher as you go up. And number 2 was the new auto button. The new auto button. You go to March preset and left. You just go, just one troop. And now if I hit save, it would just go to one troop. No, then hit the green button. And if you go to one troop, it'll go to, now you hit full tiers. I got mine set on 22. Y'all know I did a whole video on why I picked 22 too, and most people do 1,000. But to pick what number you, and then you select it here and then hit save preset. And then the way the game's been played up until now, it's been power first. So it's very important if you do this and use your full tiers, it's very important that you move this back to full power. Or when you go to use full power, you're going to be using, when you're out in the game, because I seen the other video, I seen Ganga's video, and it just wouldn't mention. When you're out in the game, like if I wanted to kill monster, I can just hit this, hit attack, and then hit march, and automatically on full power. But now I'm going to go down here, say, you go hit, you got into the situation, let me find something I got to do it. Okay, you got in the situation where you rush to hit. Now look, when you rush to hit, what you're going to do. So it's super critical, and you don't have to go into that. You can just do it from here. It's super critical that if you do use the feature, get back. Because if you screw up you'd rather hit something with all your ground than to hit it's something. So yeah, that's a little, I hope it helps some. Tell us anything that ain't been already shared. But, we'll see y'all guys around. Should be Wednesday, and until then, check out my content. I'll be dropping on my other stuff. See you guys.